Hillary caught trying to sabotage Trump's first State of the Union minutes before he took stage by Prissy Holly for VeteranAF.com. It's been over a year since the election, and Hillary Clinton is still butthurt over her loss. When she's not slamming back cocktails or looking for the new person to suicide, she's going on talk shows and whining over the election loss and pointing the finger at everyone else for why she didn't win. So, in keeping with the tradition of making everything about herself, Hillary was predictably trying to sabotage Trump's first State of the Union address on Tuesday night, making ridiculous proclamations on social media just before Trump took the stage. It's pretty hilarious to watch the hypocrisy unfold on a daily basis when it comes to liberals. They want to cling to the comments Trump made a decade ago about grabbing you know what as grounds for an impeachment, where their favorite narrative is to paint Trump as a sexual deviant who preys upon innocent women. As liberals continue to flap their gums about Trump, you have their hero, Hillary Clinton, who has spent literally decades protecting one of the most famous women abusers in history, her serial rapist husband, Slick Bill. Over the past several weeks, Hillary has been in the spotlight after the New York Times broke the massive story about how she refused to fire one of her advisors back in 2008 who was caught red-handed sexually harassing a female staffer, proving once again that when it comes to truly protecting women, Hillary is full of hot air. For weeks, Hillary has stayed silent about the scandal of protecting this creep, hoping that within time the story would blow over and be old news. But with the added pressure of her former campaign manager revealing that she had unbelievably protected a sexual harasser, Hillary finally realized that she was being compelled to respond. So she decided to wait until just minutes before Trump's big State of the Union speech to finally take to social media with a statement in an effort to take the limelight off of Trump during the first State of the Union address. You can read her equivocating non-apology below. The most important work of my life has been to support and empower women. I've tried to do so here at home, around the world, and in organizations I've run. I've started in my 20s, and 4 decades later, I'm nowhere near being done. I'm proud that it's the work I'm most associated with, and it remains what I'm most dedicated to. So I very much understand the question I'm being asked as to why I let an employee on my 2008 campaign keep his job despite his inappropriate behavior, right? You know. The political insider, well, how about that? If Hillary could turn back time, she'd make the decision that most benefits her currently. Funny how that works, eh? Sorry, Hillary, we aren't all on our second chance now. The whole Harvey Weinstein debacle didn't change the God's honest truth that harassing women is wrong. Things only changed in your mind because now it's politically convenient to make a big show of firing harassers. Regardless, Hillary's timing for releasing this statement is suspicious. She either had one of two motives in mind. Either she wanted her measly explanation overshadowed by Trump's speech, or she tried to draw attention away from it. Either way, it all goes to show that Hillary is still the sad, craven person she always was, grasping for relevance, always struggling to remain current when it comes to political trends. This woman is truly a piece of work. Her true legacy is that she has spent decades protecting sexual predators and is friends with infamous women abusers like Harvey Weinstein. Here's Hillary's complete nauseating post as she made on Facebook about how she always works to protect women if you think you can stomach it. Where did we leave off? Well, let's just start here. He would also be warned that any subsequent harassment of any kind towards anyone would result in immediate termination. You mean to tell me she wrote all of this? Over the years, I've made directly and indirectly thousands of personal decisions. You're kidding me. What did she write, a book here? She expressed appreciation that she worked on a campaign where she knew she could come forward without fear. It was reassuring to hear she felt supported back then. And that all these years later, those feelings haven't changed. You're kidding me. For most of my life, harassment wasn't something talked about or even acknowledged. No woman should have to endure harassment or assault. In other words, everyone's now on their second chance, both the offenders and the decision makers. Let's do our best to make the most of it. We can't go back, but we can certainly look back, informed by the present. What? I recognize that the situation on my 2008 campaign was unusual, in that a woman complained to a woman who brought the issue to a woman who was the ultimate decision maker. I was inspired by my conversation with this young woman to express my own thinking on the matter. You may question why it's taken me time to speak on this at length. The answer is simple. I've been grappling with this and thinking about how best to share my thoughts. I hope that my doing so will push others to keep having this conversation, to ask and try to answer the hard questions, not just in the abstract, but in real life context of our roles as men, women, bosses, employees, advocates, and public officials. I hope that women will continue to talk and write about their own experiences, and that they will continue leading this critical debate, which done right will lead to a better, fairer, safer country for us all. I mean, what did she write, a book here? Does this woman honestly believe? You know what? The dumb liberals actually believe her crap. Look at this. Like, what is she trying to do here? This is a book. This is not a statement of some kind. You know, I can understand 2 or 3 paragraphs. She wrote a book over here. Hillary, get over yourself. Nobody believes your crap except somebody who's, who's like so naive that they would fall for your crap. Unbelievable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Unbelievable.